Good morning, everyone. Today we're going to discuss about our program business analysis and its overview, how you can be a business analyst in North America and how you can get a job after completing the program from us. We have Luke, who has around 10 years of experience from variety of industry. He's from Calgary and he has joined us as our coach to deliver this program business analysis. And today we're going to learn from Luke how his experience can help us to become a business analyst professional in North America, how we can learn all the skills, technical skills, the project skills, business analytical skills, how we can apply this to the job after completing this program. So welcome, Luke. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. So if you can tell me a little bit about business analytics, business analysis in an overview, please.
Sure. So hello everyone. My name is Luke. So business analysis is it's a very interesting area of actuation. But in a nutshell, that's what business analysis work with. It's just like data and good critical thinking.
That's great.
Absolutely. We as a business analyst or BAs, if you want to call it, we are seeing more and more companies interested in our line of work, because as the world is getting more technological and more accessible in terms of information, the companies are needing these people who understand information and can make good decision with that information, right? But before I get to the qualifications in terms of BAs, I just want to show you guys this, like why is business analysis is important for every organization, right? So companies are finding themselves like more and more in the competition situation, right? So they understand that with more and more players getting to the market, the specialization and the skills they're bringing into the industry is even more complex, right? So they need someone to crack the code, basically, to understand the full picture, and that's BA work all the way, because BAs have like by code the full understanding of the business. So they are great communicators, and they can talk to the same level as with the CEO, directors, to the same way as, like, for example, developers. So they are great communicators, and they go all the way from the ranking scale in a company, so they can communicate better and understand the business needs.
Awesome.
And here, so we talked about business analysis, right? But essentially, what is the BA role? You know, like we glanced a little bit, but let me give you guys some very good understanding of what the BA role is. And truth be told, it is the most generalist role that I know. Okay, it's in my opinion, that's one of the great features about being a BA, because you can definitely work from oil and gas companies to all the way to hedge funds and banking. So there's no limitations. In my opinion, that's probably the best things ever, right? So, like I said, business analysis is the usage of data in critical and analytical thinking to solve problems and enhance the business operations. And the business analyst is the person that apply that concept, right? So here you guys can see, so there are different roles of BA, because like being a BA is not just being a BA, like what kind of BA are you? Because there has like so many different variations of the same role. Like I said, it can be oil and gas and all the way to funds and like data management. It can really has like a wide array of actuation. So you can be a business analyst focused on analytics, for example, or even be like a process optimization, or even be reporting. Like you can be creating Power BI and Excel sheets reporting for the CEOs, for the board members. So that's how incredible this role is, because like it has like so many different variety of things, because you're not applying only knowledge and not only tools and approach. They want you, the critical thinker, the person that thinks outside the box, because it's very common for us to see in this industry, because people assimilate BAs as the bridge between IT and the business, because IT has its own understanding of how the business should work, and the business, the administration and the management have a different one. So they need a translator, and that's when the BA comes into play.
Good to know.
Because he needs to understand both sides very well to get the business going. And these are just like some of the responsibilities
Mhm.
and the actuations for the BAs that you can work with.
Okay, so in terms of as a business analysis, actually a bridging gap between the business and tech.
Yes.
So mostly the product they wanted to deliver, business analysis bring it to the real life, like bringing
Exactly.
from the businesses, from their minds, from their ideas to to a pen and paper and said, okay, this is what we want, and then give it to the technical team.
And that's why BAs are so good with communication.
That's great.
And even if you are a very, very good communicator, BA is the role for you. And even if you are not that good with communication, this is something that comes with the role. You get better and better at it.
Every time.
So that's another beauty of this role, because like even if you don't feel like you have the skills, you can learn, and we're gonna teach them in this course.
Awesome. So we will learn as a business analyst how to bring those requirements from the business, how to deliver to technical guys like developers and quality assurance team.
Exactly. And that's where projects come into play.
Makes sense.
Because in today's world, it's very, very complicated for you to implement change if you're not planning. And what is a project? Project's a great planning. Like you need to plan in order to get a project going, to get something done. And that's I think what we're gonna try, and we're gonna be very successful in this course, which is teaching not only good business analysis, but also how does business analysis work in projects.
Okay.
And we went crazy with this course, guys, because we're gonna try a different approach in this one. Because like we're gonna grab a project, like a real life project, and we're gonna carry all the way from just the first phase, which is conception, and we're gonna carry all the way to delivery with our students.
That's great. That's exactly what industry wants, right?
Exactly.
You should have the knowledge and experience on how to break the project from conception to initialization, analytics, implementation, and then finally it's delivered to the team, right?
Exactly. Projects might seem, actually projects can go from very simple tasks to very, very complex tasks, right? But the understanding of the concepts of a project, they don't change that much. Even if you can implement a small change to your company, like you go through the same mental process to get something from idea to delivery. It applies the same if you're building a factory. It's the same thing. It's just like it's a different scale. But if you have the concept, if you have the tools, the approach, and most importantly, the critical thinking that BAs bring into play, every project can be accomplished and teachable. Everything's teachable.
That's great. Good to know.
Right? So, what we're gonna bring for this course is, like I said, we're gonna start covering the aspects of BA as we go, right? So we're gonna be an incremental learning, which is very exciting because you're gonna be seeing the development of your project as we go, right? So each pair of students are gonna have like one project to carry on, and I'm gonna be walking you guys through all the project, like all the course, the duration is the same as the project duration, and we're gonna be covering need to know aspects of this role and project management. So we are fully confident that like once the course is done, not only are you going to be able to talk to the same level as other BAs and project managers, but actually you're going to be able to run projects under the BA perspective, which for me, I think it's the greatest thing ever.
That's an amazing stuff. Yes, for sure.
So what do you say we talk about the BA role? Like how much, what's the compensation, what's the market is looking today, right? So essentially we have 3 different levels of BAs: junior, mid, and seniors.
Okay.
For juniors and someone that like never worked with BA before, just started their career, they understand project, they can work with projects, like they can understand like the concepts, but they are not fully immersible into the BA role, right? So we're looking to see something around the 50 or the 60,000 Canadian dollars a year. And if we step it up for a mid, which occurs around 2 to 3 years, and even less if you're really like outperforming, you're looking for something around like 60 to 65,000 Canadian dollars. Senior roles paying around 75 to 120,000 dollars every year, depending on how is your expertise and how good you really are.
Okay.
Okay?
So actually a business analyst, someone who finished the program from us, they can start from the junior BA role at the company or at least mid business analyst role, right?
I think it's safe to say, but it all depends like in what are you bringing to the course as well. Because this course is great for starters, which is like it is a great start. But if you already know some concepts, if you already have some background like engineering or even like something related to IT or business administration, like then you can just like skip the junior level, go straight to mid level, for example.
Great to know. Can I ask you one more question, Luke? Somebody has financial background. Let's say somebody is a financial analyst or in the finance industry or insurance industry.
Right.
Can they join as a business analyst into their own domain after this program?
Absolutely. My background is fully finance.
Okay.
So it doesn't really matter like if you don't need to work with engineering or the industry related to work on projects. Like every company nowadays runs projects, and you need someone to really fully understand the full angles of the project. So it doesn't really matter, people. Like if you're in finance, like if you're interested, like in even knowing what this role is all about, like this is gonna cover.
That's great. Awesome. Yeah. Good to know.
Right? There's like an unwritten rule that we like to say for this role, like the more specialized you are, the more money you're gonna receive. That's pretty much. So just some final thoughts. So like I said, BAs are a bridge between IT and the business. And there's like one quote that I really like, and I think it kind of wraps it up like this conversation that we're having. Is like, if you can track it, you can enhance it. And what do I mean by that? Because BAs are so focused in data and so focused on the thinking and the understanding of the picture, they often like are looking for ways to make the business better.
Okay.
Because that's where the business is trying to go.
Makes sense.
Right? They're always trying to go on the opposite, on the positive direction. And that's why BAs are so important, because they can see the data and they know and they can find ways to make the business better from a data perspective.
Okay.
And this is pretty much like mandatory.
Makes sense.
On today's world.
And Luke, thank you for the great presentation. Just quick question: who can take this program? What are the prerequisites?
Anyone basically.
Okay.
BAs, there is no formal requirement for you to be a BA, but if you do have like a degree, you can take more from the course.
Makes
because
sense.
you're gonna understand some of these concepts in different perspectives. So anyone can take this course, no limitations, just like as the BA role, there's no limitations to the role. But if you do have any sort of background, you're gonna be adding more to your experience.
This is more of communications role, so I believe 70-80% is communication and 20-30% is technical side. So we are learning project-based business analysis, the program, and here we're gonna make it thorough learning from the basics to advanced until make sure that we are confident enough to take any junior or mid or senior level of business analysis role into the industry. So thank you, Luke, for a great overview of business analysis program. If you have any questions, you can reach out to us at the iofit.ca or 403-207-0273, and we can enroll you to the next program starting soon. Thank you. I wish you a great day.